Hi guys, so we are going to making this crop top today and made use of 1 yard. So you need 1 yard, but in case you want it longer than this, please get 1.5. Made use of 1 yard because that's the pieces I had left, but you want it longer, please 1.5 will be good. Hi guys, my name is Fatima Aisuf. On this platform I share sewing tutorials. If it's something you like to learn, let's get to it. So like I said, you need 1 yard and this fabric is kind of silky, so you need your yard, 1 yard or 1.5, your scissors, your chalk, bias, and then your elastic tape. Those are the things you need. For your measurements, you need your waist measurement, the length you want it to be, your sleeve length, the neckline. That's just it. So I'm going to fold first using the length. The fabric is more than 60, so I'll just fold using the length first. Then after folding like this, right, you join two ends using your normal length, you fold it. Then you now come and fold using your width like this. If you fold using your length twice, it's not going to just be long, it will not be wide. Yes, so you now fold. Just look at what I'm going to do now. I'm folding using the width, right? I hope you guys get it. So this is it. Give it a good iron press and then you start marking out. So you're only marking like 3 things here on this for this top. So firstly, it will be your neckline, then the length you want it to be. I had 18 because it was 1 yard, so that's why I said please get 1.5, because at the end step I was aiming for 18, but because my yard was 1, I would have to get not up to 18. After stitching and everything, I'll be ending up with 16, which is my half length, and I wanted it to be more, but because I'm using pieces, so I stick to that. So the wideness, I had more than 30, because I told you the fabric was more than 60, like about 1 inch, or 1 inch. So I measured the wideness I have. So I'll be using that wideness for my sleeve area. That was why I folded it like that, because I wanted my sleeve to be long, right? Then for the length, like I said, I had 18. Initially I wanted to get 18 at the end after sewing everything, but because I'm using 1 yard, I'll let that end up with 16. So like I said, you want your longer, please make use of 1.5. Next time I'm doing this, I'm not using 1 yard. I'll have to get more than 1 yard. So for my neck area, I went on with 3.5 by 3.5 inches. That's the wideness and the depth. It depends on what you want. Like I always say, it is your choice. You choose what you want for your neck depth and wideness. You can even do more. I wanted doing V neckline, but I totally forgot. It was when I was biasing my neckline. I remember that Fatima, it was supposed to be V neckline. So you can make V neckline for yours. I feel like it's going to look better, it's going to look nicer. And please, you are doing V neckline, please try to use 1.5 or not up to 1.5, so that your top can be longer than mine. Yes. So after marking the neck area, I know you can't see it because of the chalk color, but when I cut it out, you see what I marked out. So for the sleeve opening, I went on with 9 inches. So what I did here was I used elastic tape for my sleeve also, and I didn't find it comfortable. So please, in case you're doing yours, I would advise you just hem or you bias your sleeve opening. You don't need to put elastic, but if you want to, it's all good. So on that my 9 inches, right, I'm going to mark 3 inches inward. I'll mark 3 inches inwards. That's to like reduce the wideness for the down part a little bit. But if you don't want to reduce it, you can leave it. You can just mark 1 inches and then you do your hemming, you understand, and then you just stitch. You're good to go. So I'll go ahead and mark the 3 inches, and then I'll just take it downward. So basically I've reduced the wideness at the down part, right? So like I said, if you don't want it with elastic band, please just hem your sleeve opening or you bias it, because it wasn't really comfortable with the elastic band on the sleeve part. And I feel like you can also use elastic, but you might need to take it inwards more. Like where I mark 3 now, you can mark like 7, 8, maybe that will like work better. So after deducting 3, I was left with 27. They're about 28, right? So I feel like it's good, it's okay. So that's just all you need to mark and you are good to go. So like I told you people, you won't really see my chalk because I'm using white chalk, but after marking you should be able to understand where I marked. So firstly, I marked my neckline area 3.5 by 3.5, right? Then I went on to mark my sleeve opening 9 inches, and inward of that 9 inches I took it inward by 3 inches, right? And I took it downwards with a straight line. So that's just the thing you need to mark on this crop top. It won't take you much time. Before 10 minutes you're done, just like I did for the skirt also. So this is just me carefully showing you guys how I cut through. And after cutting, you can see that the down part is not equal, so I have to trim it. And I had to be very careful because the fabric is silky. I don't know what's me and silky fabrics, like I don't know, but I just love the outcome. But when cutting, that's when you know that silky fabrics are not really easy to work with. So I'll just trim the down part so I can have equal sides at the down part, right? And you're done. Basically, that's just, this won't take much of your time, right? So like I said, please, I'll keep repeating it, make yours longer, and then for it to be comfortable in it, I don't think you should add elastic band. And if you want to add elastic band, at that your sleeve opening, what you're taking inward, maybe you should increase it to by 7 or 10. I think you'll be better that way. So after doing that, I'll open it up and go ahead and bias my neckline with my bias. If you have an interface, you can actually cut interface for it. It's all good. And use your hemming tape to tape it down. I'll just make use of bias, and then the sleeve part, I'll open up and I'll hem it in such a way that my 0.5 inches elastic tape will pass through. So I did that, right? I biased the neckline and I have my sleeve part hemmed like this, and I had 1 inch, right, which is all good because my elastic tape is 0.5 inches, so 1 inch will be perfect for it. So I did that for both sides. Give it a good iron press, then I'll measure what I had. Basically, I was supposed to have 18, since it's 9, right? 9 times 9. So I just measured my round and the circumference, and then I got 7. So I'll measure that on my elastic tape. So I'll measure twice of it, that's 14, and I will split it into 2. So I'll be using 1 for each. But if you don't want to do that, what you have on your sleeve, let's say, we measured 9, so we are supposed to have 18, right? Because 9, that's 18. So you can just use that 9 inches for your elastic, so that's like times 2, you understand? So use your elastic 9 inches, but I used 7 for mine, but you can just mix it of 9. If you used 10 for your sleeve opening, you can make use of 5. If you use 8, you can make use of 8. Sorry, if you use 8, you make use of 8, right? Depending on the sleeve opening that you made use of. I hope you guys understand me. So after doing that, I just cut it out, and then I used my safety pin. I passed it through the casing, and to be careful when doing this, it's elastic. So when I feel like it's going to pass through completely, right, I'll be careful around the part that doesn't have the safety pin, and I'll go ahead to my sewing machine and stitch the elastic to the fabric like this. So after doing that, when the other one comes out with the safety pin, I'll also stitch that side. So I stitch the band and the elastic together at both sides, right? So you have it looking like this. I did that for both sleeve, left and right sleeve. Then I'll go ahead and join my body together. So you measure how you want it to be. I removed 1 inches by the side, and you can remove half inches also. It's all good. So you just stitch it, and by the side of the body of the top, I removed 1 inch. So after doing that, right, next thing is you are going to hem the down part of your body of your crop top. So you're hemming, and we're adding band, right? So you need to hem in such a way that you still have 1 inches left. That's what I went ahead and do. I give it 2 folds. First, just folding 0.5, then I took it over and folding the rest. So at the end, I was able to get 1 inch, right? And while stitching, I left some parts open on stitch about 1 inch. That's where I'm going to pass my elastic tape through. So after I actually give it a good iron press, and then I have my elastic tape here. I measured my waist circumference 30, so that's what I made use to cut out my elastic for this part. I'll just pass it through the casing. I need to be careful also because of the other edge that doesn't have safety pin, but if you have safety pin like 2, you can put it on both sides, no problem. I'll just pass it through. When I'm done, I'm going to stitch the elastic band together. The back face and the back face should meet, just the way I did in the skirt tutorial. So basically, that's all you need for this crop top. It won't take up to 5 minutes, you're done. So after doing that, I'll take the elastic tape inside and stitch that place I left on stitch, and voila, this is our crop top. You can see what is giving, right? So like I said earlier, I would advise you don't put elastic at the sleeve parts. You can just put elastic at the down part to give it this effect. But the sleeve, please, I feel like you don't need to do that. It's not going to be comfortable because it wasn't on me. but if you want to, there is no problem. So guys, this was it, and I paired up with the skirt we made, so it was more of like 2-piece, right? So the skirt tutorial is also on my channel. I'll be dropping the link on my description box, so you can go there to click on the link and take it directly to where our skirt tutorial is. So thank you for watching. See you guys in another of my video, and like I always say, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, drop your comments for any question, and you can send in any request you want me to try out. Mostly when I get requests, when I get plenty requests on a one particular style, that's when I try them out. So guys, don't forget, thumbs up, like my channel, subscribe, comment, turn on notification bell. So see you guys in another video.